What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the United States of America becoming the crypto capital of the world, in the words of Donald Trump. This is not going to be a political video. We're going to share facts. Okay, it's more of like a story time with C-Zar. We're gonna look at the framework, the roadmap that Donald Trump and his administration is laying out for crypto-friendly regulations, and see if this can adhere to any of the outcomes that we've gone over as far as timing goes with this next coming move. Okay, and I think they do. That's kind of what inspired this. So if that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, and just sit back and relax. It's story time, and this is the perfect kind of video if you're on a morning walk, doing a workout, cooking, and you're not watching the video. I'm just going to read to you. Here we are. I asked Grok, how does Trump plan to make the USA the crypto capital of the world? And he answered, number one, Trump aims to shift the U.S. from what he's called an anti-crypto stance under Biden to a pro-crypto environment. On January 23rd, 2025, he signed an executive order creating a digital asset markets working group tasked with proposing clear, industry-friendly regulations within 100 days. Now, I found that interesting. That part right there stands out. Let's talk about it. 100 days from now, I did the math pre-hand, okay? It's in May. It's like the very beginning of May, the first week of May. I have, for the past few weeks now, the past couple weeks at least, been predicting that the markets, Bitcoin and crypto, will be moving up through March and into April, probably even into the middle, if not the end of April. This within 100 days, I would assume if they're tasked to do this within 100 days, what they're tasked with is creating crypto-friendly and proposing clear regulations. I'm assuming that there's going to be some good things coming that will likely allow the price to grow, okay? And we've been expecting that the price grows through April, to the end of April, if not at least through mid-April. And I don't think that it's going to take 100 days for them to do this. 100 days, again, would be the first week of May. Likely they come out with these proposals or these decisions, regulations, before then. So it might be sometime in the end of April, if not the middle of April. It ties up perfectly. What's that old saying in the space? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's something like buy the hype and sell the news. They're giving it to us right here, literally. Buy the hype. January 23rd, you buy the hype and then you wait 100 days or less. Once the news comes out, once the digital assets markets working group comes out with their crypto friendly, industry friendly, and clear regulations, they'll probably be really good and provide a framework that is overall bullish. That's why we will likely move up until then, right? The insiders, the people that know about this information that are working on, right? If they're working on it right now, they're proposing it, they're going to put it together by the time it's due. They already have an idea of what it's going to be. They already know how bullish it is. You can say that there's no insider trading and they wouldn't do that, but humans are humans, man. I'm not going to put anything past them. I'm going to assume that we're going to move up largely because of this anticipated crypto-friendly regulatory event with this appointed working crypto digital assets market group. Okay, let's continue reading. This group, I hope that makes sense, right? Buy the hype, sell the news is essentially the essence of what I'm saying here. This group includes key figures like Treasury Secretary nominee Scott Bessonette, SEC Chairman nominee Paul Atkins, a crypto advocate, and White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs. The order emphasizes sensible regulation that provides clarity, something the crypto industry has long demanded. It is something we've long demanded, but at the same time, I think a little bit outside, I think, of the regular person in crypto. While it would be nice to have some regulatory clarifications, the longer that we go without regulations, you guys, the more like the Wild West it is, right? The more that we've got meme coins, we've got rug pulls, we've got all this crazy shenanigans that goes on in the crypto markets that you just don't get with the regular markets. When we do get clear regulatory framework, it's going to be a lot less exciting. And that's when you know, whenever we get clear regulatory framework, you guys, that's when you know the good days, the golden days of crypto are probably behind us. That doesn't mean that crypto's not going to grow. Inevitably, I mean, it's going to grow. All these coins, man, over time, they're going to do, and maybe not all of them, but a lot of the strategic reserve coins, Bitcoin for sure, will grow over time. But the Wild West days are coming to an end, and that makes me sad. I know a lot of people are excited about the crypto industry has been long demanding provided clarity here, and regulations, but it's something that I'm actually not that excited about. Oh, hold on now. Let's get this going. There we go. rather than enforcement, right? Heavy approach of outgoing SEC chair Gary Gensler, who Trump was vowed to replace. I actually have my theories about Gary Gensler. I'll share it real quick. I think he actually is crypto friendly. I think him not allowing clear framework was actually probably one of the best things for crypto to grow and incubate. He used to be very crypto friendly and would teach college classes about it, and then all of a sudden he flipped once he worked at the SEC. I think he's tactical. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying crazy conspiracy theory, guys, but maybe Gary Gensler actually had crypto's best interests all along, because I think crypto is better without regulations. It's not as fun for the companies. It's not as fun for the corporations, for the VCs who are making projects who could get sued or screwed over because there's no clear framework. But for the investors, for the speculators, unless you're investing in those projects, it can really be a good thing, because again, that leaves the room open for a lot of crazy things to happen. You can invest in dog coin, dog poo poo pee poo coin that pumps 1,000,000,000% in one day. You know what I mean? You're not going to probably get that. I bet they're going to probably take away memes and stuff like that. We'll see, but or at least there will be some regulations on memes, because a lot of people get burned on memes, but we'll see. I need to keep reading here, okay? Who Trump has vowed to replace. At the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, Trump promised rules written by people who love your industry, not hate it, signaling a derogatory push to attract crypto business. And maybe I'm wrong, right? I could be wrong about Gary Gensler. I don't know. I don't know him personally. It's just a conspiracy theory that I made up in my head, right? I had the same theory about Peter Schiff. I think he actually owns Bitcoin. I think he's owned Bitcoin ever since he started talking smack about it. But that's another story for another time. A cornerstone of Trump's vision. This is number 2, the bullet point number 2, national Bitcoin stockpile. A cornerstone of Trump's vision is establishing a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. The January 23rd executive order directs the working group to evaluate this, building on his campaign pledge to retain 100% of roughly 210,000 Bitcoins valued at $13 billion in July 2024. The U.S. government holds from law enforcement seizures. Okay, I didn't say it the best. That we're holding about 210,000 Bitcoins valued at $13 billion that the U.S. government holds from confiscation, right? From all these hacks and stuff. And they say confiscation from law enforcement seizures. It was just the U.S. being a bully. And look at that. Gary Gensler, what he really did was acquire a lot of Bitcoin for the United States of America. I don't know. That could set us up really good. I'm just saying, previously, these assets were auctioned off, sometimes depressing price. Yeah, but they didn't auction off a lot, actually. They really often auctioned off maybe a lot to the average person, but in total relativity to how much we have, not that much. Trump's policy reiterated at the F11 summit in Miami on February 19th, 2025, is to keep and potentially grow this reserve, positioning the U.S. as a major Bitcoin holder akin to a national oil reserve. Senator Cynthia Luman's bill to acquire 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years aligns with this, though it's still pending congressional approval. Hopefully it does. Ooh, we should ask about that. I'm going to ask about that. Let's say, yeah. Well, I'll just remember that. Okay, bullet point number 2. Point number 2. I'll type at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Boosting U.S.-based crypto mining. This is the third bullet point. Okay, boosting U.S.-based crypto mining. Trump wants Bitcoin and other cryptos mined, minted, and made in the USA. At the Nashville conference, he pledged to make America the world's undisputed mining powerhouse by leveraging low-cost energy. This involves cutting red tape and expanding energy infrastructure, goals echoed by his broader economic agenda at Davos on January 23, 2025. While the U.S. hosts less than half of global mining per the EIA, favorable policies and cheap electricity could lure more operations from places like China through complete domestic dominance, or though complete domestic dominance is logically unfeasible due to Bitcoin's decentralized nature. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. Banning central bank digital currencies. That's bullet point number 4, CBDCs. The January 23rd executive order explicitly bans CBDCs, fulfilling a campaign promise to block a U.S. digital dollar. Trump frames this as protecting crypto's decentralized ethos and preventing government overreach, a stance popular with Bitcoiners wary of centralized control. This contrasts with countries like China advancing CBDCs, positioning the U.S. as a haven for private digital assets. I have a theory here, and I'd like to expand on it. I think that the CBDCs, if the U.S. had a CBDC, it would actually strengthen the dollar. And Trump is notorious. He loves weakening the dollar. A weak dollar, for those of you who are unaware, is a good thing if you're investing, if you're in the markets, if you're looking for things to go up in price. A weak dollar allows everything to grow faster. The last time Trump was in office, he made the same kind of comments about the dollar, wanting it to be weak. And that was that 2017 high, that 2017 cycle rally that we had. That the last kind of great cycle that we had was during this phase where the dollar was weakening, and it literally happened. Literally happened because Trump wanted to weaken the dollar, and who knows? He's not the one that's solely responsible, but I wouldn't be surprised if the last administration that he was in weakened the dollar. This administration, he's already made that a point. CBDCs, I think, would actually strengthen the dollar. Watch China's dollar. I have this whole conspiracy in my head, guys. China's dollar will gain strength versus the US dollar. People will start freaking out. It'll be a media piece. Everybody's going to freak out. And then eventually, we're going to be asking Trump to bring strength back to the dollar. We don't want China to have the world reserve currency. We're going to need the dollar to be a CBDC. I'm not saying that I want that. I'm just saying watch how the tables turn. We'll see how it goes, because I anticipate that China advancing CBDCs will boost their economy, not hurt it. But we'll see. It'll give them more control. Absolutely, it will. We'll see. Maybe it destroys their economy. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least we're not the test dummies for it, I guess. Number five bullet point. Pro-crypto appointments. Trump's administration is stacking key roles with crypto advocates. Paul Atkins, SEC chair, former commissioner and head of the Digital Chambers Token Alliance. He's expected to ease enforcement and foster innovation. David Sachs, AI and crypto czar, a venture capitalist with crypto investments tasked with crafting a legal framework. Caroline Pham, CFTC acting chair, advocates for clear rules and regulatory sandbox for tokenization. Mark, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, SEC acting chair until Atkins, created a crypto task force to set rules led by crypto mom Hester Pierce. We love Hester Pierce. These picks signal a shift from litigation to collaboration, pausing some crypto-related lawsuits per post on X from January 2025. Yeah, a lot of crypto-related lawsuits have been put on pause and totally wiped away. Number 6 bullet point, personal, and I didn't realize there were so many, personal and family crypto ventures. Trump ties his family. World Liberty Financial, WLFI project, launched with sons Eric, Don Jr., and Barron to this vision. Prompted since August 2024, WLFI aims to offer decentralized finance tools, though details remain vague. Eric Trump, at a December 2024 UAE conference, said his father would make the U.S. the most pro-crypto nation, linking WLFI to national ambition. A $30 million investment from Justin's son in December 2024 underscores industry buy-in. $30 million to him ain't that much, though. Economic and political leverage, feasibility and challenges. I'm not going to really read any of this. I think that the point's been made. But essentially, guys, the thing that's really exciting to me, above all of this stuff, as bullish as it is, the most exciting thing is what we read in the very, 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 very beginning here, right? Digital Assets Market Working Group tasked with proposing clear industry framework and regulations within 100 days. And that gives us a time frame to work with. By the time that that this framework comes out, it will likely be a buy the hype, sell the news event. When the framework comes out, I would expect we're at a relative high in the price, and that's whenever it's time to probably correct. It's not the end of the cycle. It's just when it's time to correct a little bit, and then we'll go on to the next big thing, the next news media piece. I wanted to do, what was it? Cynthia Lumen's positioning the U.S. as a major Bitcoin holder akin to national oil reserves. Senator Cynthia Lumen's bill to acquire. Oh, right. It doesn't have congressional approval yet. So let's say, what's the status on Senator Cynthia? I didn't spell that right. Loomis. I say Lumens. Loomis is, I did 3 M's there. Bill to acquire. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired right now. I'm not typing the best. 1 million BTC. Okay. Hit us with this, and then story time will be over. Okay. Okay. Tell us some more, Grok. I'll read it out loud. As of March 3rd, which is today, it's almost March 4th actually, Senator Cynthia Loomis bill to acquire 1 million BTC for U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, formerly known as the Boosting Innovation, Technology, and formerly known as the boosting innovation. Okay, technology and competitiveness through optimized investment nationwide. Bitcoin. Oh wow, boosting innovation, technology, and that's Bitcoin. Huh? That's funny. Remains that's hilarious. Very, very clever, Cynthia. Remains in early stages of the legislative process with no significant progress toward passage. Okay, well, that's all I needed to read. Well, fair enough. Let me know whenever it is. In short, the bill's status of March 3rd is stagnant, introduced but not advancing, with Loomis still rallying support amid long odds. Okay, for real-time updates. You know what though? It's probably better that there's long odds. Whenever it's likely to happen, it likely won't happen. When people expect something to happen, it likely doesn't happen. So I got nothing else to say, guys. I think that's it. The main thing that I was excited about is just the fact that we have a little bit of a time frame there with the 100-day proposal time frame that Trump gave this new crypto agency that he appointed. And by then, we will likely get some very bullish, very crypto friendly regulatory framework. And that will be a sell the news event. It will likely, this framework, as bullish as it is, will likely have been priced in by the time this news comes out because of insider information, insider trading, because of assumptions, people connecting dots, leaked information. Who knows? Who knows why? Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if in the month of April, late April probably, we get news on this these proposed regulations, and that will likely trigger a sell event. Not because it's bad news, but because it's good news. If it doesn't make sense, you haven't been in the markets long enough. That's just how it happens. Hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm gonna go to bed, man. I can't talk straight. Bye bye.